Welcome to our sixth video in our tutorial series. In this video, we're going to be looking at clones and how we can use clones to spawn enemies or throw things or shoot things from our main character, even recreate our main character if we want to. So let's give it a go. Now the first thing we need to do is just name this tutorial. I think we're up to 6 now. Clones. Tutorial 6-clones. Okay. So to get started with clones, I'm going to move my character to the side and we're going to make bullets that go out this way. And those bullets we're going to have as apples. So I've double clicked the apple. You can see now I've got two sprites. I've got my sprite 1 and I have an apple just here. And we use the apple to go from our character in that direction. So we need it to spawn here, move that way, and then maybe when it hits the wall, it can delete. So let's do that. So first thing we're going to do is go to events and we'll get when flag is clicked. Then we go to the bottom of control and we need when I start this clone. We also need when I create a clone of myself and when and delete this clone. So the first one we do is we'll do when flag is clicked. We'll say use an if and a forever. Put the if in there. We say forever if, and then we'll do a space key is pushed. We'll start a clone. Now you actually want to add in there as well a wait. Otherwise you can just spam the space key and it will constantly make them. This way you have to wait a second before you can make another one. So that means now when I push the flag, every time I push space it actually makes a clone. As you can see there's lots of them there. And I can keep going and it should make more. But we want it so that the clone actually moves. So I'm going to push stop there. I'm going to say when I start as a clone, we are going to make it go to the character. So no matter where the character is, it'll put the clone on the character. See there? Puts the clone there. So that's the first thing, back to our code. Then I'm going to make it actually a little smaller. I'm going to say set size, put that first to 50%, so it's a little smaller. And then I'm going to say forever motion, move 10 steps, and then I'm going to say if, put the delete in there, if touching, let's say if touching the wall or the edge, delete. So now you can see when I have my character, I can push space and it will delete when it gets to the end. Now you're probably wondering about this one here. What do we do with that? Well, the easiest thing to do is we go to looks and we will hide when we start and show when we start a new one. So play, it's gone, and you can see it shoots. Now, the other thing we can do with clones is make enemies. So I'm going to hit this button here, make a new sprite, and I'm going to add in the butterfly as a new sprite. And I can do essentially the same thing. Now I'm going to do it a little faster this time. In fact, I may go and just duplicate that code there and drop it on the butterfly. Actually, I did that wrong. Delete that. I just drag and drop it on the butterfly and then drag and drop him on the butterfly and that should copy it. There we go. Now, instead of saying when the space key is pushed, I'm going to say just forever make clones every 1 second. So I can get rid of that. So he's going to clone himself every second. And then instead of go to the character, I'm going to say go to position and whatever this is over here, 219 on the X, 219, and on the Y I'm going to make it random. So that's operators, pick between, and the bottom of the Y is what? Let's say there, -158, and the top's probably the same but positive. Yeah, we'll say 150. So now it's going to pick a random spot and then it's forever going to go. So let's give that a try. And let's see. Oh, because he's already touching the edge, he's actually not going to do it. So let's make this 200. Play. Maybe 150. Now I actually want to go the other way. So let's minus that. There we go. He's just facing the wrong way now. So let me fix his facing the wrong way. If I click it, costumes, click, select the whole thing, flip, and the other one will do the same, and flip. Cool. Now you can see he's going to spawn in random positions. Now, if my cat was moving up and down, I could make it so that the bullets delete the clone as well, and it's pretty easy to do that. You just say if touching apple, then delete the clone. Well, where's the delete? It's under there. Delete this clone. So I don't know if we can get one to spot. There you go. So now the apple's removed as well. Now you can easily add a variable to this if we wanted to count each time you hit one. So you could say something like my variable, each time the apple hits one, change my variable by 1. And you can see that's going to add up a score, so we can get a score. If you can move the cat around, you could get a score. There you go, you got a score of 4. But that's clones essentially. You can use it for more things than that, but that's sort of the basics of it. So I hope you learned something in this video, and I'll see you on the next one.